What is going on, everyone? YMAX and dividend funds, not just YMAX, we have another one here that's not associated, are giving us a wonderful Christmas. Guys, I didn't expect it to be this good when I bought in. I figured YMAX and them will do fine, whatever. But with the market ripping, right, and these funds I have following in line, it's been incredible. And any kind of dip in the market or the underlying of these stocks, we bought and up it went. So, I mean, the dip buys obviously have worked during this bull market, and it's just been incredible. So I want to talk about our positions, our price point. What a wonderful Christmas these dividends are going to give us. And talk a little bit about my little semi-retired dividend test that I'm working on, living off dividends. So, you know, I know this is because of how the market is ripping and going. That's not lost upon me why all these are doing so good and why they're doing so good. And, you know, I didn't expect them to perform to this level, particularly like AMZY, YMAG, SVOL, SQY, NVIDIA. I didn't expect these to perform as well as they have, but I'm super excited that they are. Now, this has allowed us a ton of flexibility here during this semi-retirement phase of our life, because most of these have been above our cost basis, sometimes months, sometimes above it, 1 month, sometimes below it, above it, whatever. During this past year, we've been able to build a really nice cash position to prepare ourselves for the inevitable market correction and drop. And I love having cash as a position. It helps me sleep at night. It knows I know no matter what happens, we have this cash in a high yield savings, and you know, it's making money there until we need it. It's just wonderful. So because of these dividends and how the market is ripped and how they've performed, and because we built a nice safety net, we're going to be able to have a better Christmas for our family and stuff than we anticipated. And that's, guys, that's wonderful. Did not expect it to go as well. And all this additional cash from holding these positions that are above my cost basis is coming in really handy right now, this time of year. And to top it off, my wife doesn't know it, but I'm taking her away. She doesn't watch this, so I can watch my channel or whatever, so I can say this. I'm taking her away in the middle of January. I mean, gonna go for 7-10 days, whatever, and just go away. And how wonderful is that? And it's all being paid by dividends. I won't put it in cash this December. I'm gonna pull it all, put it in cash, but we're gonna use that, not as a buffer, because we've done so well and have a nice cash buffer. I'm gonna take it and spend it on her because she's definitely worth it. So yeah, let's get into some of these positions I have. Okay, SVOL is by far our largest position. It dwarfs these other ones, okay? But SVOL, as of the recording of this video, is trading at 21.74. Our average cost on this is 21.38. So this has been above our cost basis for months. Now, I imagine it will continue to be for quite some time until the market drops and we get a big VIX spike or whatever. So during this whole time since August, we've been able to put that into cash. And last month, in November, we actually used the dividend for the first time that came out that month in November to pay the bills. I'm talking electricity, gas, water, phone, internet, etc. I mean, we didn't have to sell any shares. We just pulled the dividend from that freaking month and paid all those bills. That's incredible. And not counting the 3, 4, 5 months prior that we just kept putting the dividends in our cash account. I can't add to SVOL. I won't add to it until it gets below our cost basis because it's doing its job. I love it. Okay, next up, my biggest position in high yield funds is YMAG. Man, this thing, our price is 1922, Right now it's trading at 2030 and has been above 1922 for quite some time. So every single week that money is pulled. And now I'm able to use it week in and week out now during December to buy Christmas presents. And I'll even get paid more before we go out of town. This is great. It's wonderful. So it keeps continuing to be above our cost basis month over month, meaning that all that stuff to me is profit. And I won't add to YMAG until it gets below our cost basis. I see no reason for us to do that. It doesn't make sense for our plan. Okay, next, AMZY. AMZY, our price, 1986. That was a good year after the Kansas City Royals won the World Series, by the way. 1986. This thing is trading at 2055. And this happens all the time with AMZY. Sometimes it gets below our cost basis, so we're able to add. Then the next month it's above it. Then it stays above for a couple months, and it comes back down for a month. And it has been so awesome the last year holding AMZY. All the dividends we've made, and it continually stays above our cost basis. I can't wait for the dividend for AMZY this coming week. I think Rod said he's looking at 80 cents or something. Well, we'll see what happens with AMZY, but it doesn't matter. I'm so far up in this doggone thing, not only in share price, right, but with all the dividends we've received for the last year. Incredible. SQY. This thing, our cost on SQY is 1901. It's trading at 2031. It has been above our cost basis for a very long time. Each month, that thing's been paying regularly over $1 a share. And it's still trading at what, 2031? Man, come on. So just keep collecting all these dividends from SQY, building our cash position, waiting on the inevitable, but not this month. This month when it comes out, it's going to Christmas. And it's not going to hurt us. It's not going to hurt us one freaking bit. It's just extra revenue. I love it. Now NVIDIA. NVIDIA's my only outlier, but we're still way up on it. Like a month ago, we were up, I think, 8 times in dividends. What I was down in share price, that has dropped now to about 4 times. So now we're up about 4 times the amount we are down in share price. This thing is trading at 2303. My cost basis on this is 2651. So now I got a choice, like when the next NVIDIA dividends come out, do I put them back into it to lower the average cost? Do I put some? Do I put all? Do I pull it all? I don't know. I'm up, like I said, 4 times the amount of dividends I've received. And then we are down in share price. And I'm not even talking about my wife's dividend account. This is just mine and ours, right? My wife has Misty, which that thing has been above her cost basis since she bought it. I think her cost basis is like $24. So she just keeps all the dividends. No use reinvesting when it's up so high and raising our average cost. We'll just keep the money, and eventually I imagine it will come back down. Or TSMY looks good, or PYPY or PP. All of that stuff is great. Her SVOL, she has her own SVOL. It looks great. Just a great time to be a dividend investor, and how great YMAX has been for us. But just a word of caution, at least for myself or whatever, I know this is not going to last. I know the market's going to be coming back down, and I think everybody has probably made money. Doesn't matter if you're in growth stocks, penny stocks, whatever. Dividend funds, I'm sure everybody's making money. Market doesn't like that. It's going to want to take your money. So just be prepared. I'm telling you, this is my Tactical Stock Scalper out.